Can I just pose a question, Joel? Do you think now that that Kane is staying, that that actually in itself might attract better quality players to us?
Yeah, I think
they
it
want
would.
to play with Kane. So
Yeah.
this week or so, we might end up with, we could end up with another player or two that might have not come if Kane wasn't staying.
Do you think Aguero will come now? I just was talking about Aguero last night, and he moved to Barca just to play with Messi, and Messi left. So I think players may be a little bit wary, and again, the whole problem with this, I think, as I say, is I really feel that we're probably only going to get another year out of Kane. Really, I'd love it to be 2, maybe 3 years, but if we're only going to get a year, what do players come on a 3 or 4 year contract with the knowledge that actually I'm going to play with Kane, but only really for a season because he's going to fuck off after a season, or
nobody knows that, Steve. We're all guessing, so we don't know that will be the case. There's so much can change in that year.
Levy's told me.
Fair enough.
If he's told you, then
I put a tweet out a little while ago, which just basically said that we all know that Kane probably wants to go, and at the time it looked like he might. I said, but if he does stay, that he'll have my 100% support. I've got loads of really positive things, but I've got quite a few people who are comparing him to Sol Campbell. I wonder where those people are now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was that before the announcement of the was that before the announcement that he was staying, or was that like today?
Oh yeah. It's about a week or so ago.
Okay. Yeah. God, I have seen. I mean, I've seen a tweet today where someone was, they responded on the Spurs official tweet with Kane and everything, and like someone's going, "Oh, great! Like, hope he gets 100% support and all that." I mean, I do. I hope he gets 100% support, especially if everyone's in the stadium. I certainly hope that's going to be the case. And then someone's going, "Nah, he's dead to me. No, he's not. Like, he should have just gone. Like, blah blah blah." And this is, bearing in mind, you can have these conversations where where it's like his name's in the tweet, but for me, I still don't think you should be having those conversations where he's actually tagged in the tweet, and you're like, "Nah, fuck him." Like, "Nah, fuck him."
Think he looks? Do you honestly think he sits there and looks through his mentions, the tens of thousands of mentions that he probably gets?
Does he run it?
He doesn't run it, but it does get fed back to him.
Can he type?
It does get fed back to him. It's clear,
can he read?
It's clear from the previous statement that it gets fed back to him. So, he does he does get that stuff conveyed to him. Go on,
me and Andy owe Beavertown an apology as well, because last time we were in, we tried to recommend that the 2 beers that were on neck oil and next to it one of our own was changed to snake oil instead of one of our own. They took it seriously, didn't they, Andy?
Yeah.
So we need to go back and retract
tomorrow
that.
Night, I'm going to Beavertown, and I was going to take a marker pen with me and just write over his snake oil, but I won't do that now. Yeah.
Were you both claiming? Were you both? Yeah, you're gonna put he's one of our own on there instead. But were you both hoping to claim some of the money if they'd actually gone with your suggestion?
Of course.
Oh yeah, royalties. Nice.
He's a creative genius. He's not going to just give away his excellence for free.
No, exactly.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, no, there is that. There is that for sure. Yeah. Okay, so I mean. Lads, general consensus. Then, Simon.
Oh, listen. Very happy he's staying. Very happy that they've closed that debate for now. Obviously, it will keep going until Sky get what they want. But ultimately, it's done now. The season started. We've got a game. We've got a game tomorrow. Whether he may feature, we've got a game on the weekend. Maybe he'll feature. I think if we want to, the players always say it matters when the 11th man is behind you. So I think really and truthfully, it's like, well, however we feel, it's about okay, it's done. Let's get behind the team. Let's support them. Let's get the wins and keep pushing through. And I think it just teaches us everything, which is, for everyone who follows all of this in the know media bullshit, which is. You really have to kind of turn it off and keep the faith sometimes, because really all they're interested in is your clicks and your hits.
Yes.
So keep that in mind and come on, you Spurs.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Well said. Yeah.
Good. Okay. I mean, you kind of wrapped up the pod, but I still want to hear from Andy and Lee.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No,
As I was drifting off, I'm like, well, shit, where's this going?
Yeah. I think, it's all good. It's all good that he's staying. And the fact that he wanted to go, fine. They all do it. They don't think the same as us. But more importantly for me,
Why would they?
this has all been a bit of a kind of a fuzzy smokescreen in a way that we still need to get players in. And that's probably the most important thing that has to happen before the end of the window. And let's hope that Paratici has a few in line to roll out for us by the end of the window, because whether we've got Kane staying or not, we certainly need reinforcements. And for me, that's the most important thing, whether he'd stayed or not.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Lee?
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I thought, after this announcement came, I was so happy. I must say that even if it is only for a year, he's going to get my full support. I hope it's longer. None of us know. Any player could be going at any point anyway. So there's no point in getting ourselves stressed about that situation. Look at Ndombele. Who knows what's going to happen with that situation as well.
Yeah.
I think it's great news for the club. I've got myself a nice Romeo and Julieta cigar that I'm going to smoke as part of my birthday, and also to celebrate that one of our own is staying at the club.
That's right. The one of our own is staying. Good point. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. I think we can leave it there. I think, unless there's anything else anyone wants to say.
No, I don't.
Coys.
I'm going to give it to work, mate.
Good stuff. Okay, so
Someone's got to pay for that ridiculously priced season ticket.
exactly. Oh, that's a good point. Just before we wrap up, actually, so obviously I can't go on Sunday, and I'd sold my seat. Oh, I put my seat on the exchange. It sold. I think it sold last night, and it sold as a pair. And about 5 minutes after the announcement about Kane staying, my son messaged me and said, "Oh, how can I get hold of Spurs tickets?" I was like, "Well,
he could go in Jamie's loge."
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I said, "Well, I mean, I think you might have missed the bus now, because I think like all the seats are going to be taken again because Kane's staying, and there's going to be an interest." And I went on it, and there wasn't many seats available. Certainly weren't any pairs anyway. So yeah, I think that might see an uptake in the in interest. Again.
Steve, last point. I should have mentioned this, really, but it's going to give, for your son, it's going to give the club a lift. It's going to give the fan base a lift, and it's also going to give the players a lift. Already, some of them have come out and said how positive this is. The emoji, the meme that Reggie tweeted back afterwards. This is big for them as well,
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think I did see a tweet, and I kind of agree with this, that we need to ensure that that Nuno keeps us as a team rather than the Harry Kane team. We've for the past two games we've been Tottenham Hotspur as a team. Relying on the sum of our parts rather than saying, well, the sum of our parts really coalesce around Harry Kane and making sure that and what he achieves, and then just sort of fitting in around that. I think we need to ensure that as a club and as the team is more well formed, I think, and what and more productive. And if that means that Kane starts and isn't performing and gets dragged, then that so be it. Or if we have a play with a pair up top or whatever,
just get them all doing the David. Just get them all doing the David Brent dance, and they'll all be on board.
Yes. I think on that point, I think we can be out. So we've been the Varside Spurs Pubcast, coming to you with this emergency pod. Thank you, and see you next time. Coys.